Well, good afternoon from a very hot Siem Reap. It's 42 degrees here right now, and I don't know if you've been following the news, but Southeast Asia is going through a heat wave right now. And the old phrase about mad dogs and Englishmen are the only people that venture out in the midday sun. Apparently, a lot of Cambodians subscribe to that because I've been asked to take tuk-tuk rides around the city to the museums, Angkor Wat, because it's just too hot to walk around. And it is kind of hot to walk around, but as you know, I enjoy walking. I've got my towel. Morning. So I'm ready for it. I can do it. And I'm not going that far anyway. I'm just going to try to go out.
Yes.
No, thanks. Everybody wants to know where I'm going also. I have no idea where I'm really going. I'm going to the river. I think it's in this direction. And when I get there, hopefully there'll be a place to sit in the shade before I turn around and come back. Well, apparently no one that I've talked to so far can believe that I actually want to walk anywhere in this heat.
Hello, sir. Like massage?
No, thanks. Now, if I was dressed in nice clothes or if I had somewhere special to go, yes, I would take a ride. I'd probably call an air-conditioned taxi. But I have nowhere to go. I'm out here for exercise, so I don't really care how hot it is or how wet I get. But it's impossible to explain that to anybody. No, thank you, I want to walk. During yesterday's walk, I did run into a glitch with my quest for the digital singularity. I'm trying to eliminate all third-party apps from my phone or my computer. And I thought, up until yesterday, that Apple Maps was the way to go. I had already deleted Google Maps from my phone because Apple Maps works perfectly fine until yesterday. So I was wandering around the city, taking little lanes here and there, getting sufficiently lost, let's put it that way. And when it came time, sorry?
My hat?
Not today, thank you. Yes, I do need a hat. But I'm gonna try to avoid buying a stupid one like I did in Quito. But anyhow, when I put in directions to get directions to my hotel into Google Maps, Apple Maps yesterday, it could find my hotel but was unable to provide directions. It simply said, directions are not available. So I had to figure out how to get back to the hotel. And it wasn't that hard, but then I installed Google Maps as soon as I got back to the hotel and tested it out, and sure enough, it gave directions. So I don't know why Google or Apple Maps could not provide directions, but it's this close to getting deleted from my phone, and I'm just going to switch back to Google Maps if I think. We'll see what happens by the end of the day. I might have to make that decision. Well, I've made it to the river. It doesn't seem to have much to recommend it. I'm not exactly sure if it's actually a river. The water doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I'm not sure about this, but I think that building you can barely see in the background might be the National Museum. I'm going to walk down in that direction. It goes along, if I follow the river according to the map, I'll eventually end up at the museum. I'm not going to go in there because I think by the time I get there I'll be a sweaty mess. And they probably wouldn't appreciate that very much. But I'm going to walk in that direction. No, thanks. Doesn't this walkway look nice and cool? It does look like that, but I can attest that it's not. I don't know what this is, but it's fancy looking and the gate's open, so I'm going in. I still don't know what this place is, but this looks like it could have been a swimming pool, but I don't think so. Believe it or not, I think this is a cemetery, or part of it is anyway. There are things here that look like above ground graves. I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but I just checked Google Maps to find out what that place was. It's listed as a religious and educational center. But I still think that some of that stuff there were graves. So it may have been a graveyard and or a cemetery. Although I know in English there's not that much difference between the two. That's what I think it is. I must not look too good because people are stopping and saying, "Hello, sir." And instead of asking me if I want to take a ride, they're now asking me if I'm okay. I'm fine, in case anyone's taking notes. All right, I think I'm gonna have a change of plans. The heat is getting to me right now. Not physically, but mechanically. It's hard to hold on to anything. I can't keep the camera in my hand because my hands are covered with sweat. I can't hold my phone because the other hand is covered with sweat. And I always have to keep taking my glasses off to wipe my head with the towel because it's dripping with sweat. So I think I'm gonna head back to the hotel, find a 7-Eleven, and buy some ice cold seltzer water. Always refreshing. But first, I have to check the phone one more time. Supposed to cross a bridge, but I'm not sure which one. Yep, this is it. Hello. Well, you know what they say about Siem Reap. You come for Angkor Wat, but you stay for the pasta. Well, I found the 7-Eleven. When I came out, I was headed in the wrong direction. So the same tuk-tuk driver that had asked me 3 times already if I needed a ride naturally had to stop and talk to me again about getting a ride. So that person I told at least 4 times this morning that I wasn't interested in a ride. I didn't want to go to a museum or the Angkor Wat or a tour around town. I know he's just trying to get a job, but it gets kind of annoying to say no all the time. A lot of the tuk-tuk drivers just can't believe that I don't have a schedule that I'm sticking to. You know, I tell them I don't want to take a ride somewhere. They say, how about later today, tonight, or tomorrow? They want to make an appointment. I guess if I was here for a day or so, that would be important. I probably would show up in a place like this with a schedule. or an itinerary. But it's not necessary. I can stay here as long as I want. Well, right now I think my glasses are melting, so I'm going to shut down this video and say thanks for watching. And the next video, I have some insights that anybody planning on visiting Siem Reap might enjoy. So be seeing you.